So, good afternoon. It's Lindsay McGee from 3P.
Hi, good afternoon. Trevor Norman from 3P.
Today we're going to talk. To mitigate the risk of hypos leaving your organisation, we've been through some of that, but maybe just to summarise, to give you something clear to think about. A responsibility for your senior team, whatever that senior team may be, is identify those critical and key roles. First thing, you will know what they are and which of those roles can really cause some damage to the business if you don't have somebody in post in those roles. It's important for those roles as well to identify very clear, at the very least, a job description. And the way we see job descriptions tends to be outlining knowledge and skills. It's outlining what we call eligibility. Have you got the necessary knowledge and skills and background and qualifications to fulfill that role? And in a lot of cases, there's a lot of behavioural elements needed as well. So a lot of emotional intelligence needed to fulfill some of these critical key roles, particularly at senior levels. So we like to talk about a thing called the job success formula as well. Trying to measure, has the individual got the knowledge and the skills, but also the behaviours. And Trevor can talk us through that in a moment. And also to make this career path visible, to make these job descriptions, these job success formulas visible, so the high potential can look at them, can look at the gaps they've got, can be coached against those gaps, develop their strengths, and really think about a thoughtful career path and career navigation.
Yeah, just to include as well, as you've mentioned, Lindsay, 3 clear points there in terms of the critical roles, the competencies, JDs, GSFs, etc., and making them visible. So starting with the first point you mentioned, the critical and key roles. How many people, if you're a business leader, business owner, how much time do you actually focus on looking and focusing on that strategy of what are the critical and key roles? It's interesting, in our experience, a lot of people don't actually consider that until it's almost too late. So how much time do you focus on understanding the critical and key roles? If someone leaves, which roles are going to create a problem in your business? So there's that, so think of that strategically. The second point, around the JDs, job descriptions are so more important, much more important than people sort of appreciate. And it's almost like a bit of paper, tick box done. But that should be that's the foundation of the role and the person that you want to bring into the business. So JDs have got to have more importance put on them. Also, we see a lot of things on big lists of things on job descriptions, which is good if that's relevant to the role. But also what I often see people miss is the KPIs. So the key performance indicators on the job descriptions. How do you know if that person is performing? Yeah, what does success look like for that particular person in that particular role? So identify the key roles. Make sure you've got a good, robust job description with eligibility factors. So the criteria, sort of skills, qualifications, etc. Suitability, so the attitudes, the behaviours, individual preferences, the key intrinsic motivators in terms of that person, which is going to then drive that career pathway for that individual. So just a couple of points that's important. As I mentioned, the strategy and the job descriptions are vitally important.